Kind of going off of what you were saying, what I experienced personally was like business, I had that kind of figured out. And it's also, and the same thing with like fitness and stuff, like I mentioned, I was always kind of on top of that, but it's also very deterministic. It's like I can put, and I knew how it worked, and I could put an X amount of time in and I would get something out, right? I could, spend a bunch of time writing emails or whatever, and I get a bunch of emails and I send those emails and I make money from them. And with dating stuff, because I would over, I think it was about 3 or so years that I was kind of like in monk mode or whatever, or it was just, we'll just say I was really focused on business and not focused on the social side. And what I would kind of go and start like doing a little bit of dating. I would get on some dating apps and stuff, and I couldn't figure it out, and I couldn't get the same level of like control I had almost. And this is one of the things I realized is like I had control in this one area and I knew how it worked.
Yeah.
And I didn't have any control in this other area. And that freaked me out. So I would try it for like a month. I couldn't figure it out. And then I would just give up on it. I'd be like, nah, whatever. I'll figure that out later. And I kind of also was thinking like, you know what? It'll be easier anyways. Once I get rich, I'll just have a bajillion girls all around me and that'll solve all my problems anyways.
Well, that won't hurt.
It won't hurt. Yeah. T Tell me more though. What do you think about that kind of that mindset, that belief, like money will solve all my problems?
At Boss Life, we have like 8 pillars. It could expand, it could condense. The relationship with yourself is about mind, body, spirit. That's basically the accumulation of you. That's you. That's who you are, is a combination of those three things. And then purpose. Like, where are you going? And then are you tracking shit? Which we call the master habit, but that's, basically just means consistency and tracking. That's internal pillars for Boss Life, all five. For external pillars, like, take a step back. For the internal, that's like if you're alone on an island, those things still matter. Your mind, your body, your spirit, wherever you think that lives, and your purpose. What am I doing? What am I aiming for? And then the master habit, as we call it, consistency or tracking, is like, am I sticking to doing those things all the time, every day, regularly? That could matter if you had no other humans in the whole world. That's your relationship with yourself, internal. External, pretty easy. Everybody talks about these, health, wealth, relationships. I think the order should be health, relationships, wealth, and that's how we teach it at Boss Life. So, like fitness, social, money, basically. Uh,
Yeah, why is that? Why that order?
well, it's like um, I didn't really do it in the proper order. So I'm very clear about that. Uh, Health is most important because if you're dead, then you can't, who cares about who loves you, right?
Yeah.
It's just primary in that sense. Um, and then relationships next because love. And I think that that's really why we're here, which is sort of the genesis, if you will, wink, of Boss Life. It's about love and relationships. Um, that's why that's the genesis of our existence. And then the money is just to take care of ourselves and the people that we love. So it kind of all, to me, comes back to love. I do believe that love and um, caring for those who we love is why we're here. So if you're fit and healthy enough to do that and have the money to support those people, then you like not only do you win the game in the eyes of God, but you kind of uh, protect yourself from what some people can't because they don't have that asset.